The sun had risen like any other morning over the quiet town of Arahan, nestled between rolling hills and a river that glimmered like silver. By noon, the sky darkened unnaturally, thick clouds rolling in as if the heavens themselves were angry. The river, normally a gentle companion to the town, swelled with an unnatural force, tearing through bridges and fields. The townspeople watched in horror as the storm grew, winds howling like a chorus of spirits. In the chaos, panic surged. Homes were ripped from their foundations, crops destroyed, and families separated. Amid the fear, a small group of villagers gathered at the old chapel on the hill, an ancient stone building, long thought too fragile to withstand anything serious. They prayed together, not just for safety, but for a sign, for guidance, for hope. That night, the river rose to an unthinkable height, yet the chapel remained untouched. Its doors, which had been decayed for years, held firm. Inside, the congregation felt an overwhelming sense of peace, as though God Himself had placed a protective hand over them. Outside, neighbors who had lost everything were drawn to the light spilling from the chapel windows. Strangers and friends huddled together, sharing blankets, food, and stories. When morning came, the town expected ruin, but found miracles. Trees uprooted and thrown across fields had formed natural barriers, slowing the floodwaters and protecting homes. Fish from the swollen river had washed into the village ponds, providing food when supplies ran low. A landslide that should have buried the East Road had instead created a new, safe pathway, allowing rescue teams to reach them faster than anyone imagined. As weeks passed, the townspeople rebuilt, not just their homes, but their hearts. Every miraculous survival, the chapel that didn't fall, the barriers of trees, the life-saving landslide, was a story of God's providence. People who had once argued over petty disputes now worked side by side, sharing their skills and faith. Children who had never prayed learned the words from parents who themselves had rediscovered their devotion. Arahan became a living testimony. Travelers came to see the town that had survived when logic said it shouldn't. And every night, when the sky glowed orange with sunset, the villagers gathered once more in the chapel to thank God for the impossible, the unexplainable, and the unity He had brought to their hearts. In the end, the disaster had taken much, but it had given more. Faith rekindled, community strengthened, and a reminder that even when the world seems to collapse, God's presence is unshakable.